What's up? What's poppin', guys? Welcome to the new podcast, and I forgot to put on my ring light. So, what's up, guys? We're still waiting on Icarus, aka Costa, to arrive. So, I think Rene is also not at home yet, but Dre is.
2 minutes.
And bro, you look tired. How much did you sleep?
Oh, I slept good. I slept until I got like 8.5 hours of sleep last night. But I had to
Wow, that's more than me.
yeah, I had to do this thing after work. So I'm actually just getting home. Yeah.
Please tell me something, because I need to eat my quinoa, beef, and broccoli bowl with some ketchup.
Oh yeah, it sounds like a pretty decent meal.
Because if I don't, I lose all my gains.
Oh yeah, definitely can't lose the game. I just ate some beef and red peppers and rice. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, I love red peppers.
Oh, they so good. It's like
Yeah,
that,
man.
the sweetness with the taste of the beef. It's like
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Guys, for real,
Yeah.
I don't enjoy my food anymore. I really don't. It doesn't matter what I eat, even though when I cheat or something, I just don't like it.
How many grams of carbs are you eating?
On training days, 520
Huge.
to 90 protein and around 50 fat.
Oh, that's good. That's a lot of food.
Around 3,700, whatever.
Yeah.
Calories.
Maybe ask Jan to reduce your protein even further.
He just upped it a little bit with the calorie increase.
Why?
We can ask him next week on the German channel if you want to.
Usually, you kind of like drop the protein a little bit, like as you take the carbs up, right?
Exactly.
I don't drop it. Most of the times I stick to the protein sources and just up the carbs and the fats maybe if
Yeah.
I do it. But I think he just upped everything a little bit. Also the fats went up. But I have more fats on rest days than on training days, and of course less carbs and a little bit less protein on rest days. Hey, what's up, Icarus?
What's up?
My friend. We also had the intro like this, and we didn't even talk about it. But
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh
it was
man,
the same,
great.
man.
That's
So,
great.
how was
You're
the
talking
week,
about
guys?
carbs and stuff like that. Stefan, I have immediately a question for you.
Okay,
Is your last meal like no carbs or low carbs?
it's never no carbs. I have too
Really?
much carbs to eat, so I need to. I need to eat.
I really like the low carb, the no carb or low carb approach last meal.
Me too, but I can't fit my carbs on other times on the day. So because
How many carbs are you eating, man?
same question as
just asked.
Lord asked. 520 on training days.
I think maybe it's too much. I don't know.
Growing and my weight stays. That's why my coach is increasing my calories almost every week.
Why I can't see the Lord?
Because
Wait a
he's not
second.
at home yet.
I don't care.
Almost at home,
I want to see
But
him
in the-
wherever he is. The Lord, Dre, the Lord is
Going
everywhere, right?
Huh?
The Lord is everywhere, right?
He is.
Always there.
So
Even though
but
can
we
see
don't
him.
see him though. So I guess okay.
Hey, sometimes he is divine, so he can't be seen. I was just watching him on Instagram though.
Dre,
Yeah.
Hey, bro, Lord, man, I be watching. I watch you a lot. When I'm doing my cardio. Oh man, some of your talks they take my 20 minutes by so fast, bro.
Really?
yeah, yeah.
I
Nice,
watch, bro,
man.
like damn, he talks some good shit,
His
man.
stories,
What were you talking about today?
his
Bro,
stories
I
are like a
appreciate
podcast, a small podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no.
It is, and it's like from the heart talk. You know, it like impromptu. He just talking from the heart, and I be like, man,
Bro, Dre,
I like everything he's saying.
a few years ago, I was not used to insulin. I didn't know how to use it, how everything worked, and I asked the Lord to explain it to me. And man, he got me a like 20-minute voice to explain everything, and I noted it, and I have a insulin sheet on my desktop now.
Is the bar?
Yeah,
modern day
because I was afraid if I wasn't the one educating you about insulin, you might as well kill yourself or ask another idiot that is telling you something like, "Oh, just take 10 IU with nice, or like 100 units before you train, and then it's gonna be fun because that's what Milos is doing."
100 units. Hey.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit. But Dre, I have a question because in the German podcast a few days ago, Costa told me my English is not good. Please, is it good or is it
Dre,
not?
we first have to define good English, being good in a language, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Fluent. You said
there's
fluent.
normal, you speak a language, you can communicate, which I think I do and we all here do, who are not native English speakers, see? But Stefan insists that his English is good. And I say, no, bro, your English isn't good. It's like you can communicate, it's okay.
I just gave the feedback my clients gave me. Like you and other clients, they always tell me my English is good, so what can I do?
Too nice, bro.
If they give me the feedback like this.
His English actually is good. Like it really is good. Like we have no
But bro, no ball sucking right now, okay?
Oh, no ball
Be
sucking.
real.
We have no communicative errors. You know something so hilarious to me? The other day when Stefan corrected you in the chat, bro, I thought it was like I looked at my phone and I laughed for like 10 minutes. Like that was like it was so small, but bro, he just like came back, he replied so quick with that correction, it like had me tripping out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit had me.
He liked to do that.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
There was a little bit of beef in the chat because of I think it was because of Icarus back double, right? Was it in this chat? Yeah.
Like you have an obsession with my back double, bro.
Yeah,
Chill.
I don't like
it's okay.
it.
I'm gonna fix it.
I have nightmares of your back double right now. For real.
Bro,
every
it's
night
like-
I sleep and I wake up sweating, you know, and thinking about your back double, how shitty it is.
Now that you say it's sweating, because Rene breaks my balls for 4 or 5 years about how weed fucks my REM sleep, which is true. I didn't smoke last night, and I was drenched in sweat, but I slept good.
Did you did not smoke in the evening or whole day?
I did my last joint like when we did the podcast. I did the podcast yesterday, 8, 9 o'clock or so. So like
still
3
late.
hours.
Costa.
I'm trying to better myself. Yo,
I'm at day 4 of sober. I'm sober for 4 days now.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
I try to continue it to next weekend.
Woo.
And if that worked, maybe I'm gonna continue more. Because
You gotta stop
weed is the
saying,
devil.
you gotta stop saying I'm gonna try. You gotta say I will.
Yeah.
Try. You're not gonna.
Bro, first I said I'm gonna do it on the first week of February, which is almost over now. And I thought, okay, how do I manage to implement it in my life without like doing it obsessively?
Yeah.
And I thought maybe on the weekends. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna expire 1 more week and then smoke maybe once at the weekend. But I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'm gonna do it without for longer. Let's see.
Yeah.
You don't have to stress it too much, bro. But okay, it's your view. My view of it, which I want to have, like a supplement. If needed, you can implement it. Like after you work out to fucking chill out.
Yeah, but it was too
smoke.
much. It was too
I
much.
fucking smoke in times when I don't need to smoke. I'm already stoned. I just smoke for the junkie of it. I don't know, because I was an addict and I'm easily addict.
It's a habit. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
try to
routine.
implement it like, first of all, I stop smoking close to bed. That's my first step. And then I'm gonna filter out where it's needed and not.
Today I drive back from the gym, and
I want to
thought,
say something.
Now I'm gonna smoke a joint in my head. But it was like only the routine that I implemented, but that's not good, you know?
Before the gym actually will be the last place I will take it away of. That's actually the must. It's like, it's better for me. I love it more. I enjoy it more. Jerry, I enjoy the music more. I enjoy the people more. I'm way more, I don't know, sociable.
Yeah.
I live just as hard.
I really think weed is not bad, but if you do it on a daily, it is not good for your sleep. And for me, I realized it took a time to realize that. I think it fucks up my mental health a bit.
Yeah, but I think anything is bad if you overdo it. Like it don't matter what it is. Almost everything is good in moderation. You know, like some things you got to be like worried about, but most things are good in moderation. It's just like, even if like the gym is good for us, but if we do it too much without, taking into account how messed up our body is at the time, it could be bad for us. It's just doing the moderation and setting up a schedule like you're trying to do about when you're going to do it and when you're not going to do it.
In Germany, we have a saying. We say, "Die Dosis macht das Gift." It's like the amount makes the poison. Or yeah, I think it's like this.
Pan metron ariston, said some Aristotle 4,000 years ago. But yeah, it's right. And
what does it mean again?
Excuse me?
What does it mean again?
Pan metron ariston. Everything in moderation.
Oh yeah, everything in moderation.
Oh yeah.
It can be a tool for sure. For sure. I mean,
but your problem, sorry, I remember it now, because it fucks the mental health up if you're smoking like super evolved shit over the years that's grown in some lab and was modified to be stronger, that I have seen people fucking up the mental health. If you smoke some natural weed that grows with sun and water, I don't think that's fucking up your health. And in special cases in cat, it's a little bit genetic, I think. Lord, correct me if I'm wrong. Some people react differently to THC and stuff like that. But yeah, moderation is everything. And I'm for sure not moderate and wasn't never, but I will be now.
But in the past, I didn't thought it would fuck up my mental health, but over time, it kind of went into this. So
because you smoke crazy shit, bro.
You smoke like 30, more than like 10 years ago.
Moon rocks. You go to Amsterdam and fuck your mental, bro. You went to Amsterdam, bro. You not even Amsterdam, where you went, and you showed in your stories like moon rocks and fucking crazy shit. And I thought to myself,
Prague.
Prague and Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam, I didn't smoke a moon rock. No, but
yeah,
in Prague,
okay,
it's weird. In Prague, you can buy that, but you can smoke it in the shops. But there are like cannabis shops everywhere. And I'm not really sure about if it's completely legal there. I think
it's like in Amsterdam. You have to smoke it in pubs that's special for that. It's specialized for it. You can't smoke it either in Amsterdam in the stores. You take it only 1-2 or so in the whole city.
There always the coffee shops are with seats and you can chill there.
No, not this year, not last year, bro. They changed it. We went to buy it, and we went to another store that's the same owner, but on the other side of the street. A completely different facility.
Okay, weird. But smoking weed is not good, but I think in moderation it can be a good tool, like Costa already said. But I think if you're once addicted to something, it's hard to do it in moderation, The best thing is to not be dependent on any foreign substance. Yeah, for sure.
I did my mistakes in my life. I tried to manage it, but the best thing is not to need anything. And if you curse to be addicted to something, just try to moderate it and try to control it and just think about, okay, do I have to do this now or is it just my addiction, for example? But I don't know. I think THC withdrawal is one of the worst, not as alcohol and opium, of course, but I think it's up there.
I don't think I have withdrawal syndromes.
What?
Will.
Dude, I think you have, if you don't only smoke blunts, I think you have more withdrawal symptoms from the actual nicotine.
Yeah,
because that's actually a way harder drug to come off than freaking THC.
I never had a problem with nicotine.
But you always smoke with nicotine.
Lucky you.
Yeah, but if I smoke only joints, I wouldn't have a problem, I think.
I don't know.
But
seriously,
that's not good either.
That's an interesting point, because me personally, even though I don't do it, if I was smoking weed, I wouldn't smoke it with tobacco. I just would refuse to. Like, why?
Up more.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to put this fucking garbage into my lungs.
Bro,
and I'm not talking nicotine. I'm talking all the carcinogens and all the fucking heavy metals and all the bullshit that is in there.
You're completely right, bro. But I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to smoke this shit pure because part of the addiction is to have to roll the joint. You know, it's like I don't know. I do it for the past 10 years, like 10 times a day, or so. Okay, not 10 times a day, but I have done it 1,000 times. So I think it's part of the addiction, and that's why I try to don't put much weed in it. You know. So
You know what? I would do if I was you. I would get the very thin, long papers.
That's
You
what I
know,
have.
the very thin, long ones, and then
Make them super small.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And I would
I do that.
smoke them pure because why would I put this fucking other garbage into my lungs?
Okay,
Why?
I will. Okay,
And you
from
can
now
roll
on,
it in
I will
reverse,
smoke pure.
so you don't smoke a lot of paper. You know?
But still, what I wanted to ask Stefan, because you said blah blah blah, it's a good, it's a tool. Da, 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 da. Yeah, what is it a tool for?
It is a tool, bro. Come on.
It can be
Tool
a
for
tool for,
like
fucking
proven a tool.
for
what?
recovery and stress relief, but it can also be the
Bullshit.
exact same.
For recovery, really, bro.
For mental reasons, it is for me at least.
It's
And
still
and for
relaxing
recovery,
muscles,
not-
man.
look.
It's
For
still
recovery,
relaxed your
Rene,
muscles.
you
Not
have to agree now.
recovery.
Rene, I will explain your recovery. What Stefan means.
Okay,
It means
can I-
from fight.
can
It
I?
means from fight and flight mode, from the training mode, from panic mode, where you're not ready to receive food or rest and digest, to get into the rest and digest mode. For that, it's wonderful.
You know what? You know what also does that? Nicotine.
Yeah, so perfect. There you have it.
Okay, I will explain
No,
you.
not
I will
not
explain
perfect.
you how it can be used as a tool. For example, it's a specific example, but still. You remember I destroyed my whole arm back in 2020, where I have the accident with the truck, and
Yes, bro.
they
You fucked the
did.
truck up.
I was in hospital for a few days, and they released me, and they gave me some really hard medication for some really hard painkillers, and I did not want to use Tilidine. I think it's an opiate, right?
The Tilidine weg.
Yeah, I didn't want to use it, and also I was really cramped. You know, after the accident, and everything was tight, and I stopped using the Tilidine. and
Tilidine would
smoked
be
weed.
perfect, bro. You should have taken one or so, bro.
I did
But,
take it in the hospital, but when I went back home, I didn't want to be addicted to this shit.
Yeah, you're right.
So I
you're right.
smoked the joint, and what happened? I relaxed. My tightness was way better, and the pain also went away without being on strong painkillers anymore.
What do you
So-
say now, bitch?
Maybe take a not as strong painkiller.
Or no painkiller at all and just smoke some grass?
Yeah, I did take
No, and
painkillers,
just
but
man the
not
fuck
the
up.
Tilidine anymore.
Yeah, man the fuck up and don't take pills.
I
for every
substituted the Tilidine with weed.
bullshit. Yeah, buddy, you did great, Stefan. I would do the same.
You would do the same.
I would do-
I know
Bro,
that you would.
For my fucking wisdom tooth, they gave me fucking ibuprofen 500,000, and I fuck this shit. I smoke weed. Okay, to be completely honest, it was okay for one day, but then I took it. It was like unbearable. But yeah, fuck pills. If you can avoid pills, in my opinion, avoid them.
Yeah, they also
Like-
fuck up your stomach. But still, okay, if we don't discuss the benefits or side effects of weed, but still you're smoking, you know? You're burning paper,
Can I
you're
ask
burning
something?
weed, you're burning
Stefan
tobacco.
Stefan and Dre, because we had the discussion about kratom. Like, I think kratom is way worse than weed.
I never took kratom.
Yeah, but it docks on your opioid receptor, bro.
And
So weed
And-
and what with weed? So what with
And-
weed? Okay, you take it to sleep. Aren't you getting addicted or having withdrawal symptoms?
I'm
And if you
not
say no,
like-
how do you know that it's like on the market for the past 3 months? It's like popular.
Give me 1
We
minute.
don't have the long-term effects of it. I think it's
Are
way
you-
worse.
fucking you digger. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Please stop talking. First and foremost, I already answered that question. Second, you say it's on the market for 3
Popular.
months.
Popular.
You know
On the
how
bodybuilding
long?
market, it's popular, bro. Don't
I don't give a
fucking
fuck
hang
about
on
it.
this
I
small
don't-
detail now.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the bodybuilding market when tribes in freaking South America have been using it for hundreds
You
of
wouldn't
years.
even use it if it wasn't on the bodybuilding scene. You wouldn't even.
That's not fucking true because
Okay, so
I
coincidentally,
wasn't.
you started when all the others started using. Coincidentally.
No, I was not.
I was the
introduced
first one to start using
I
it.
was no, I was not introduced to it by a bodybuilder.
Okay,
By drug addict.
by whom?
No,
By whom?
by a good friend of mine.
Who? Valentin.
No.
Who?
you know that-
Motherfucker, who? Tell me
By a
who.
friend
What
of
is
mine.
this person?
You don't know the person because he lives in my hometown.
So, but you met him in the gym, I guess.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Let's believe you. Anyway, Dre, what's your opinion, man? You heard about kratom?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then fuck
did
it.
not?
It's like the new Wonder elixir.
No, that's not.
Okay,
That's
for
not
the viewers,
fucking true.
I also myself did not inform myself about this. too
Non-regulated
much.
bullshit.
What is it? What is the source? How do they get it? And what does it do?
They
So,
extract.
just a caveat.
They extract. It's just
Because
plants.
before he explains, it's the main sponsor of the IFBB League and Olympia. And now explain. The Uprising company that sells it.
I don't give a fuck about Uprising. But kratom is basically the same process. Like it's just dehydrated from a plant. It's the same as if you were to grind your freaking weed up and smoke that or take that. It's taken from a plant. And the plant.
Cocaine is taken from a plant
leaves-
too. What's your point?
Yeah, and?
Yeah, so I love cocaine. But okay,
So
what's
it's
your
all-
point?
I don't know. What the fuck do you want to know?
Yeah, but why do you explain, Dre, what the pathways is, what receptors it docks, and why it's potentially dangerous? Come on, you have to you have to see the potential dangers of it.
It is not potentially dangerous. I
it is.
at
It's
least
completely
for
healthy.
some look. Disclaimer, like you guys already said, the dosage is what actual determines whether you are in responsible use or whether you're not. There are a lot of people that are addicted to kratom. Me personally, I am not. I just came of a period where I wasn't taking it for over 3 weeks at a time. Had no problems, no
Very
issues,
irritable.
no mental
I just
bullshit,
googled.
nothing.
I just googled kratom side effects, and it says there's addiction risk.
Of
It's,
course,
it's
there
the
is
first
addiction risk.
sentence. It is.
But you know how you can. But you know how you can avoid that if you don't abuse it, and if you don't take more than you're
Okay,
supposed to.
isn't
be taking.
the referred dosage or
So the
supplement
first
line?
no, so
the
no,
supplement
no.
line, You have one for morning, you have one for pre-workout, you have one for post-workout, and
No,
sleeping.
that's nonsense.
Like you need all that shit.
That makes no fucking sense.
That's the
Because
marketing,
fun-
bro.
Yeah, but the marketing is obviously bullshit, and the marketing doesn't know shit, and you do
That's
neither.
what the people
because the
reading
funny
and
thing
doing.
is, no, listen to me. The thing about kratom is it has different strains. It has it has red strains, yellow strains, white strains, golden strains, and something else. They all affect different people differently. So they can be potentially taken for different purposes. But that doesn't mean that you can throw it at people like you would in a randomized control trial, where you generalize its effect, because that's not how it works, because it works so individual. It's the same as if you were to compare what psychoactive or like effects, for example, a lemon haze has on you in comparison to your best friend.
Okay, is it necessary in the scene? You think the new thing to be in the scene? Is it necessary? I think it's not necessary. Like bodybuilding would be.
It blunts appetite. It increases stamina.
Len does the same.
It increases your mood.
D-ball does the same.
No. And D-ball also wrecks your fucking liver and brings
Yeah.
your estrogen completely out of whack.
And
Why would you
it
do
makes you junkie.
You know what, Costa?
What, bro?
I will not have this discussion with you.
Okay, bro. I love you too.
Because if you call me a fucking junkie, I would like
Bro,
to. I would like
You're
to
still a
remind you.
junkie.
I will.
I would like to
counter-
remind you that it's very dangerous to be the one sitting in the glass house and throwing stones.
Lord,
Bro.
Lord, what are junkies doing?
No, wait, Stefan. I have to answer this. First of all, I never said I'm something better. I am the first one to say I'm a junkie.
Yeah,
in the metaphorical,
congratulations.
He
in the
told it a lot
metaphorical
of times.
sense. In the metaphorical sense, I'm the first one. I did way more shit than you. That's not giving me any authority. But how many times are you pinning yourself a day?
That's
Like,
what I wanted to say, because you're injecting shit
A
every day.
lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what junkies do.
Metaphorically, you can say we are junkies. So don't get
Oh,
offended.
sorry that I would like to get the most optimal results
I
in
don't-
regards to the shit that I put into my body and that
I'm
I'm
with
not.
you.
Yeah, okay, then shut the
But
fuck
we are
up.
all junkies. Just be okay with that. We are all junkies.
No, because
Except Ray.
I'm not like all the other fucking idiots that think, first and foremost, that they need over 300 milligrams of testosterone to cruise, that they need an extra freaking Masteron or a Primobolan.
No, I agree.
Because they're afraid that they will lose their fucking game. This
But
is
in
seriously
general,
one
bro,
of the.
In general, we inject ourselves so often. We think so much of the things we inject and how the blah blah blah. It's fucking like a junkie a little bit in the
Yeah,
body.
but no, because
Sure.
it's no. Because I'm not, by injecting myself, I'm not chasing a feeling. I'm doing this to
You're chasing the
enhance
feeling of a
my
great fucking
performance for a certain result. Dude, pump doesn't fucking build muscle, so you should.
But still, you're chasing
Okay,
the pipe.
I don't know, bro. What's with hyperplasia and face just stretching?
Bullshit.
All right, look. So look, to cancel.
Okay, Dre's in the house. Okay, go.
To cancel out the debate, I got a question. Okay, I got the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so the person said, I love bodybuilding. It changes my whole life into something better, but sometimes it's a lonely life. Even though I have a supportive friend by my side, well, a supportive girlfriend by my side. Back then, I met a lot of friends every day or on the weekends. Many of them left me because of my bodybuilding lifestyle, which is not a problem for me. But how do you deal with these lonely days? I find it difficult to socialize because I no longer have a say in the things that most people do in their lives, like partying or something. And all the people I could talk to about the sport live hundreds of miles away from me, like you, brother. So
So I give the
want-
first answer because mine is the quickest.
Okay.
I manage it because I'm an introvert and I love to being alone, and I actually am sick and tired of people. And I have my really fucking small circle, which many of the interests are the same, and that's how I do it. But I don't need to. I don't have the feeling that I'm missing out on some social experiences or so. That's me.
I think it's hard to manage social life while you're prepping. That's hard because you're putting a lot of work into cardio, into training, into prepping, into sleeping, you know? Everything you need to do in prep. In the off season, it's a little bit more chilled because you have some free meals, you can go out with some friends. I mean, alcohol is not the best thing you can do, but if you do it once in a while, it can fuck you up. So, you can manage it better in the off season. But in my case, I don't go out to party and I really don't like it anymore and I don't miss it. But what I miss sometimes is to go out with friends and eat when I prep, but then I go out with friends and I just don't eat, you know? And I also my most of my friends or like dudes I have in my what is it called? Was heißt denn Bekannte?
DMs.
And my
Not friends, but like
I'm familiar with.
Close surroundings.
yeah, most of them are in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It just got over the years less people outside of bodybuilding and more who are also living the same lifestyle as I do. I mean, some friends are not, and this is hard sometimes to manage social life, but with the others you can go train together, you can go like chill together, and you're doing the same things. And it's not only about socializing outside of your home, you can also meet people and just go for a walk or go hiking or I don't know. There are always different options, and also like movie in a theater or everything. You can do a lot of things. But still, you're more free if you don't need to prep your meals before going out. You're more flexible, of course, but at the end, it's your decision. Nobody's forcing you to do this.
It's like, what are you willing to give for bodybuilding?
Yeah, I mean, of
What
course.
sacrifice are you willing
If
to
it
make?
would be all easy and all like normal people do, everybody would do it and everybody would be successful in the sport.
Like, how many guys I see on IG or in the past where I looked at who I'm competing with, and in general, how many guys are look sick, starting a prep and look sick, and I'm thinking, oh shit, bro, this is like hard to beat, but they never make it on stage or make it subpar because of like those struggles that prep brings, like missing out on stuff you think it's important or you think you need.
I think like I believe for the most part, and whatever you're doing and whatever you lock into, you know, like whatever your overall goal is, somebody has that same goal around you probably. Like most of the time, and like he said, it can be something small, like going to the movies or, you know, going for a hike. It's just about essentially understanding who your friends are and, you know, like you said, what are you willing to give up? Like prep is totally different. I think a lot of people don't understand it. Like especially people not in prep, they don't understand it's a point where you just really gotta focus solely on prep because you want to bring your best
anymore and just focus on your goal for the last week.
What you're willing to give. If you give everything, you're gonna have the best package. If you sacrifice here and there stuff, it's gonna be subpar. It's up to you. Just don't lie to yourself. Like when game time comes and you take the second or third place, just remember the time you went out there or cheated there or cheated there. I'm okay with that. I'm true to myself.
But I also believe it's about being honest with everybody. Like I would tell people, like I'm finna start prep. I'm not finna hang out. I'm not finna go eat. I'm not finna do this. But after prep, we can go eat and stuff like that. It's important to be honest with people, like and not just have people assume that you know you in prep, because if you're honest with them, they know what they expect. If
prepare them.
I'm telling you from the beginning, like I'm not finna hang out and I'm not finna. I need my sleep, or you know, I'm not getting that much food, so I don't want to like stay up late. I want to go to bed because I'm starving and I'm not gonna sleep throughout the night anyway. You know, I don't. If you asking me to hang out, they're just gonna annoy me more because it's easy. Like what people don't understand, it's easy to get annoyed in prep too. Like when you're not getting any food and you still have to do everything you're supposed to do every day. It's easy to get annoyed. Like, and anything that kind of doesn't play a part into what you're trying to do, it doesn't matter. Like even for me, when I'm in prep, I go to work, and my supervisor, he would tell people, I'll tell Fields what he needs to do, but I need to make sure he eats first, because if you don't eat, it ain't gonna be nice for people.
He's gonna be a nasty mofo. Watch out for him.
Yeah, and I'm not disrespectful or anything, but I just let him know, like, sir, I don't want to do any kind of BS right now because I'm hungry. So like, let me eat my oats or whatever I got right now, and then I do anything you need me to do. But it's just like
it's all about communication.
Yeah, communicating with people, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you communicate with people, and you can have that closed-ended communication with both. Like, you telling someone that, and they acknowledging that, and they telling you that they acknowledge that. Then there's no mistakes, but we just can't assume that people gonna know it. So just communicate.
But still, I mean, you will lose. Maybe you will lose friends when you start this bodybuilding.
That's what I want to tell now. I want to open this case now, because if we talk about the general public now, just hear it from me. You think you have friends, you're not friends. They're not friends. You think you have friends. Your friends are very, very, very small amount of people. And in prep, it's a really, really good opportunity to cleanse your fucking environment, because your real friends will understand what you're going through. Because they're real friends.
I want to add one thing.
Look, it's necessary to explain what is a real friend. In my eyes, the real friend is someone I open up to. I can share my thoughts. He won't judge me, I won't judge him. No lies, no personal feelings when we're arguing, and time. There has to be time, passing years, you know? Build a solid relationship. In prep, you have to explain, okay, the close ones to you that don't understand, like your girlfriend maybe, or your parents, everyone, okay, this will be maybe some weird shit now, but for everyone else that feels, I don't know, some kind of way that you don't give him any attention, it's good for yourself to think about, okay, what is this relationship about? Like, okay, is it a chill friend? Is it someone I don't know, met in the club somewhere? and it's a real good opportunity to cleanse your surroundings. That's what I did over the years, and I'm really, 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 really not bereuen,
Regret.
regretted.
You know what's funny thing? One of my best friends, he's sitting right here at this moment, and he's still up to this date. He does not understand this lifestyle. He just don't understand why I can't go out eating in prep, and yeah.
I understand it, but
He just
I think there's more in life.
Bring him to the
he
mic.
says he just said he understands it, but he just thinks there's more in life than this.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah, but I want to say something. Who is he to tell you that? No front, brother.
Motherfucker.
Because
You're right. You're right.
it's up to every single one of us what we determine as the life that we choose.
Yeah, you would not
The
be
life
there
that
in
we-
fucking
and the
Spain.
He
life-
tolerates
and
it.
the life-
He
and the
tolerates
life
my
that-
lifestyle, but he's not happy with it sometimes.
and the life and the life that you want to live, because at the end, and I want to draw this example to, for example, if you have a friend who is maybe starting a company or a startup or something, he's probably gonna, if he's really dedicated and committed, he's probably gonna spend the same amount of time, hours, effort, commitment, and sleepless nights. Okay, we need our sleep, but you know what I mean. Into this endeavor, and if somebody is, like Costa already said, like your real friend, he's gonna support that regardless, because if he sees that this is what you choose out to do and what you want to do that makes you happy in the long run, then his only responsibility or his only choice, if he wants to be the friend that he wants to be for you, is to support you, because whether he likes it or not, this is what gives your life purpose, and it's up to every single one of us to decide what that is. And many people do not understand it because it is not satisfaction in the short term, which more people are after. That's why they don't understand this, how to put, let's say, money in your bank and invest into my short-term decision making by not eating that pizza, not eating that cookie, not going out at night, getting my sleep in, etc. All these things, they accumulate and they are there in order to serve a greater purpose and the goal that I have. That is something that is unfortunately not instant gratification. And many people don't understand that because they don't live that way. They don't think about putting shit in the bank, literally speaking, and getting something out of it later in life, you know? And this is why it's often misunderstood, because, you know, not a lot of people live like this.
I also think, in this case, with the dude right here, he just thinks I can't enjoy my life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
I think people see the same. Like, I think they don't understand that it is joy. Because, like you said, everybody wants the instant gratification, so they can't see that. Why can a person find joy in something that takes so long? You know, like, why is a person starting it, like, working out now to, like, start a prep in 5 months from now, to do that for 5 months, then go on a stage, you know? Like, it's not a quick process. And I think a lot of people think it's senseless because it's not fast, you know? Like, I think building your body is a great sense of compound interest too, though, you know? Like, and that's how they try to teach you about stocks, you know? Like, you put in money and it compounds and grows, you know? And bodybuilding the same way. If you consistently do it over and over, you know, you grow more, you know. But we find joy in the pain of it, you know, because and not only like we're not going through pain for for the sake of, you know, the pain builds us in multiple ways, not just physically but also mentally too, you know. And it's something we love. You can't, like, someone on an outside person will never be able to understand your joy for something that they're not part of.
They don't see the big picture. You know, I can tell you guys something personal. Back in 22,
and it's an athletic thing too. If you're a real athlete, you just love something without.
But not everybody will understand. I mean, like I said, something personal. Back in 22, my grandma died 2 weeks before my pro qualifier, which I also won. And the funeral was on that date, but I already booked the flight, the Airbnb, and also had athletes, which is work for me, also on that competition. And I did not attend the funeral. And what I heard from my dad, they were not happy about that. But at the end, I don't have a lot of contact with this part of the family, and I just didn't give a fuck, you know? If they don't understand what I'm doing, it is like it is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thing in that very situation is also you have to think about, would your grandma rather have you cherishing the memories that you had with her and hold them like in high regard, or being there to like mourn for her instead of doing something that makes you happy? Because if your grandma was, for example, supporting you, and because you know how grandmas are, like they only care about making you happy as their grandson, you know? So I don't even think that she would have minded knowing your reasons for it, because if you had a good relationship to your grandma, you would still appreciate all the moments and the memories you had
Yeah,
with her.
bro, but
It doesn't
grandmas
change for
always would
me,
pick
you
the
know?
side of the kid, you know?
It did
Grandmas
not
would be okay
change.
with everything.
But at the end, she's gone, and I can't do anything about it. The funeral
Very
is
right.
Look,
only
it's a matter of tradition,
for the
man. It's a
people
personal
that
matter
she
for
left.
everyone. I don't know. I went to all the funerals, even of the family members I didn't have some special connection or they weren't, I don't know, the best member of the family. Because that's for me personal, like a respect thing. Like I would want in my funeral, all you motherfuckers to be there, even if you have a fucking pro qualifier. Yeah, I
I've
would
never been to
be
a
there.
funeral in my life.
You never?
Never.
I've been
Why?
too often.
I don't know. I haven't don't like the people that I've been close with, like when I was like that died, I was like a little kid, you know, so I didn't go, you know. And my parents, thank God, are still here. I'm saying, you know, I don't know. I know eventually I had to go to one, but I haven't so far.
Brother, I've been to grandmother, grandfather. Um, I thank God my parents are alive, but the worst I've been is on a friend of mine, man, the same age. That's the worst feeling ever. Like
Yeah,
way worse than a family member. For me, was personally.
yeah,
It was okay, pretty old and good friend of mine, but like seeing the parents, like it was a Muslim ceremony, so they put it inside themselves, in the grave.
yeah,
To watch that, bro, it's like traumatizing.
yeah,
That's also what I want to say. My grandpa died like 2 or 3 years before her, and I was at the funeral, and also it was really hard for me to be there, and I did not like it. And also in the long run, I don't think that it did me any good to be there, and that's also one of the reasons I
It's good,
decided
bro. It's
not to
always
do.
good to face reality. It's a fucking reality check that we are expendables. Like this, it can end and appreciate what we have. It's always a good reminder, bro.
Yeah, but
It's
for
maybe
that I don't need a
traumatizing, but
funeral.
you have to face it. It's a training you have. How if you knew, it's like sad, but if you knew how many times fucking close ones of you will die in the rest of your life, fucking it's okay to get used to it or to see how you can manage it. But you can avoid it because it will come.
Yeah,
And it will
it
be
will
way
come,
harder.
but at the end, eh, if the person is dead, they are dead, and you can't do anything. Like I said,
Sure.
it's about the people who are
It's about
left.
respect, bro. For me, funeral in my religion and in my culture, funeral is paying the last respect. And if you respect it, the person that imagine like okay, I look, it's bodybuilding, it's love, it's passion. I don't know, maybe Rene would have done the same to go on the pro qualifier instead of a funeral, but that's not in my world. My world, that's a no-go. Like you can't compare a pro qualifier, 300, 500,000 euros that you're gonna lose to a whole lifetime of a person with the same blood as you that gave you love, money, I don't know, whatever. It's a fucking disrespectful for me.
I can accept your opinion, but
Yeah,
for
that's okay.
me, also in the long run, it was the right decision to do that what I did.
I can respect that as well. I'm just stating my opinion.
And I mean, like I said, nobody really needs to understand it outside of you, in my opinion. The lifestyle is different, and you need to be fucked up in your head to do this on a professional level or on a really high level.
Do you really need to be like fucked up?
You need to be
the
some
right
kind
word?
of
Because
crazy
I
to do
think the
this
more
on
chill
that
I
level.
am, the better I get. To be honest.
I never met a really good athlete or a coach that is not kind of crazy in his head.
Define crazy, bro.
but I would say it's the good kind of crazy, because like I already
I
made
never
up in my
judged it,
example.
what kind of crazy it is.
If somebody is committed to like building a business or something, he would put the same hours into this shit if it really means something to him.
I think you mean crazy because literally crazy is someone that's crazy that they're not crazy. We're not crazy. We just
Just kind of
crazy, but you need
personalities.
to have some.
It's just
The personalities are maybe more.
no. I think it's not craziness. It's just connotated negatively as like being crazy
Ambitious.
because it's outside of what the norm is doing, because it's not what everybody else is doing.
It just mean he meant like obsessive. Like you got to be obsessive.
Obsessive, yeah, you
Yeah,
need to be
obsessive.
You got to be obsessive about what you want to do, and that's the only way you're gonna be good. You know, like if you do a little bit here and then a little bit there, like you're not gonna be
It
good at
doesn't
it.
work. And also, while building a business, like Rene said, it's the same thing. You need to be obsessive to reach your goal.
100%.
Or becoming a fucking high level top tier NBA player.
Yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you want to be successful at something, I mean, we're not talking about luck sometimes, but if you want to work and be successful with it, it does not matter if it's sport or business. You need to really put in the work and also do things that other people won't do, and you will get people not like what you do with that.
And it's also about like
Coming back to the question, how do we manage social life? Like Costa also said, you need to see who are your friends, your real friends. Do you really need like 50 people around you? No, you need like 3, for example.
You need like-minded people that also have or like on the path of just bettering themselves or working towards something, you know. And what I think is also very important to mention is that what did I want to say? Fucking hell, I forgot my point. Somebody else.
Somebody else jump in fast. Yeah.
I often say it also about like not only just being obsessive and working hard, it's about like trying to learn more too, you know, like because as we go, we want to learn more, because if we just don't try to progress, and anything, even people in the business, like when they're in the business, they're trying to learn how they can continue to get better at their business. Same with us in bodybuilding, like, you know, and I think that's like important too for like, you see, even the greatest bodybuilders have a coach, you know, because they never want to start learning, or they never want to stop being pushed as much as they can be pushed. And that's why I think he meant crazy too, because when you want to be great at something, you don't mind being pushed to the limits. So you're not gonna be like the normal person. The normal person don't want to be pushed to their limits, but when you want to be successful and you want to be great at something, you don't mind being pushed to your limits. And it sucks, but it only sucks for a minute, because you understand that suck gonna give you a lot more down the road, you know.
But is it Dre? No question.
Now,
Rene, talk.
I know again what I wanted to, and I think especially as an enhanced bodybuilder, you have a personal responsibility to not leave any stones unturned, because every second you spend doing this shit, you're taking seconds, minutes, and potentially years away from the latter end of your fucking life. And especially if you have that in mind, like memento mori, like you have to die at a certain point, but we're gonna die earlier because we're just driving these, like, let's make the analogy of like a supercar, and we're running it constantly at 200 miles per hour. Constantly. That puts a huge burden and wear and tear on the motor and every little part of the engine that is part of the of the body that we have. We have an expiration date that comes closer, the harder we put the pedal to the fucking metal. And especially from that background, I fucking hate bodybuilders that are enhanced and that are not putting everything into this that they can, because in my opinion, they haven't understood how valuable lifetime is and how valuable life is in every single second.
You know, but at the end, you need to do the shit you love, and it doesn't matter who else, what everybody else thinks. And if you also think about it from the perspective that you can go on the street and get like hit by a car and you're dead, you know? I mean, yes, you're shortening your life with enhanced bodybuilding, of course, but also the natural bodybuilding lifestyle is also not healthy. Because
You can't
at the
compare
end
it,
your
bro.
body don't want to grow that much muscle, that it don't want to be force feeded, and
Yeah, but
also
you
not
can't,
don't want to be
you can't
pushed
compare
in
it,
that
bro.
low body fat percentage at the end of
You can't
prep.
compare it. You can't compare it.
You can't.
Still,
I'm
of
saying you
course,
can't.
enhanced
Yeah, it's
bodybuilding
not
is way
good.
worse, way more taxing on the body, but also natural bodybuilding is not a healthy sport.
Not healthy, of course not. Of course
But
not.
some people are thinking that. They just
Yeah,
think,
not-
oh, the bad enhanced bodybuilders are doing themselves harm. But at the end, bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding, is not healthy.
Look. I would say, and I'm not a natural bodybuilder, I've never been through the process of being a natural bodybuilder, but that's just my educated guess. I think the percent, I don't know how even to compare it. Like natural bodybuilding is only unhealthy the last few weeks, right? And
no.
the unhealthy level of it, it's like nothing. You don't take diuretics, you are dehydrated for 2.5 days max, and the hormones are down okay. It's more a life quality loss than actual, like, who died of low test? No one died of low test. Like, it's not so unhealthy as you seem.
Good, very, very good point. And I think people are over.
The whole of it, sorry,
Um,
Renee, I'll let you continue. If you start
yeah,
bodybuilding naturally, in 10 years, you'll be for sure healthier than, I don't know, anyone. If with the food, the sleep, the everything, the lifestyle that comes with it, you'll be as healthy as
correct,
possible. Even if you
correct. Because yeah,
Because you're
because if
you're avoiding like alcohol or
you're
drugs.
avoiding trembolone, bro. You're avoiding thousand
But
tests.
still, if
Your
you
liver,
compare,
kidney, heart,
if
because
you
gut,
compare,
bro. It's
bro,
like everything,
bro,
bro.
if you compare natural bodybuilding, the lifestyle that's surrounding everything, to the average person, of course it's healthier, but it's not healthy.
No, it's healthier. It's healthy. No, it's healthy. What's not healthy about it, bro?
Extreme.
I would also, no, I would not even put it in the unhealthy
Yeah.
freaking draw, because simply think about it. What are the like major factors in all-cause mortality that
Wait.
95, yeah, that's one. 95% of people fall victim of and have all these things like,
Cardiovascular.
okay, basically, look, yeah, we do our cardio. So we spend the appropriate time in zone 2 cardio. We decrease free radicals in our body. We reduce inflammation. We keep our hearts healthy. We eat the sufficient amounts. We give our body the micronutrients it needs. Even in a dieting scenario, as a natural bodybuilder, we know that getting these micronutrients in order to have a healthy hydration balance and getting all the fish oil and micronutrients like calcium and shit like that
I
in
get the point.
is very, very important. Also, think about it. What is held in very high regards for longevity is being in a sustained calorie deficit. It's one of the best things that you can do for your longevity, because it reduces risk of like getting type 2 diabetes, which is basically the how do I say it? Like the first step into all-cause mortality. Because after type 2 diabetes, things like neurological disorders like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, they all build up on all these things. And if you think about these practices that we do as a natural bodybuilder, even if you're competing, yes, you're running around a couple of months with like suboptimal testosterone levels. But let's face it, most of the population is already running around with suboptimal testosterone level,
Yes.
just basically
Yes.
because of their shitty lifestyle
Yep.
and things like fucking sleep deprivation. Yes, we don't sleep the best on prep, and even if you're natural, it's fucking horrendous. You wake up in the middle of the night freaking starving. Yeah, but you're still making sure that you spend at least 7 to 9 hours in bed and getting your sleep in, which is still a lot more healthier than the people that are constantly sleep deprived.
The body is built that it should be for a longer period of time in a calorie deficit. But most natural bodybuilders are bulking for 2-3 years. You know.
So what?
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
So
still,
what?
pushing the foot, the
normal
body
person
not,
is
not.
the normal person, bro, is 250 pounds without doing anything. At least they're doing cardio. They're
I
working
just
out.
want
and-
to make the point clear. If you're not competing and you're just lifting weights, look at your nutrition, doing your cardio, take your supplements and manage everything that is healthy, that is good for you. But the extremes like really bulk up and really cut down is not healthy.
But it's not.
But still,
No, bro. No,
then
bro.
I would argue.
disagree.
I would argue against that. I would also
Yeah.
disagree.
What is
I don't
not
we
think-
healthy
compare
about
it
it?
to the average
I mean, what's
person,
not healthy
how
about
you
it?
more healthy.
You also,
And I would
you
claim,
also, yeah.
that even the enhanced bodybuilders who are doing everything on point, like this dude right here, René, for example, will be more healthier than the average person, because the
Yeah, okay.
average person is also taking away years of their life with their lifestyle.
Okay, and the natural bodybuilder is the most healthiest. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't you think
Yeah.
that
Also,
the natural bodybuilder
you have-
that is not competing and just looking to be fit and everything is not healthier than the competitive natural bodybuilder?
A tiny bit, maybe, yeah. And
Yeah,
in some
maybe.
instances, a
It
tiny bit.
depends. It depends because you have to look at the net balance, over the course of the year. How much time does this person spend in a calorie surplus? How much time does this person spend in a calorie deficit? And what is his body composition and his practices like? It's not a one size fits all. You can't generalize that because, for example, the guy that just goes to the gym recreationally, he doesn't take this stuff obviously as serious as a competitive bodybuilder would. So he might not do all of his cardio. He might
That's a
eat
good idea.
shit more often, and he's not gonna be as dedicated as the natural bodybuilder who's on fucking point, dedicated as fuck all year round. Yes, he's gonna have his time where he's gonna push food, but think about it. Despite of pushing the food, natural bodybuilders are so good in this game, especially the competitive ones at a high level, that they're still gonna watch their insulin sensitivity. And the thing is,
They should be.
if you are in a surplus and you burn off these calories, eating in a surplus is nothing that is gonna necessarily harm you.
Yeah, because you still have good insulin resistance. Yeah, if you're doing
You have to, yeah, exactly. And also, you're still doing your fucking cardio. You still do resistance training. You're burning off these calories again and these carbohydrates. You resensitize your muscle. You shuttle again nutrients into the muscle. And yeah, I don't.
I'm saying I don't think Stefan's saying that it's not. I don't think he comparing it to like say that it's not somewhat healthy. I think he's saying just like because sometimes in natural, of course, you be in these long streams where you are in a deficit for a long time and you don't have a lot of you don't have like the fats and stuff you need. I do agree that when the way you both said it is a lot healthier than the masses make it seem,
Yeah.
But I do understand that long periods in a deficit could be kind of like not so healthy,
It can
some
be
point.
short term, maybe some markers are off, but I don't think anything long term comes from 1, 2, 3, 10 natural preps. But my argument is just I would not take natural bodybuilding in the same sentence as unhealthy.
Yeah.
Smoking is
example.
unhealthy.
For
Drinking is
example.
unhealthy.
I know.
Also think about a natural bodybuilder will never have bad cholesterol, will never have high LDL, will never have low HDL, will never have a high platelet count, will never have fucked up or high hematocrit, and all these things will never happen, regardless
example.
whether they are in the calorie surplus or whether they are in the calorie deficit.
For example, I know
Would not happen.
I know a few athletes who prepped naturally and stayed pretty damn lean for a long period of time, and their testosterone was never rising again. So they
That's
needed a
okay.
TRT. And if that happens, it can't be healthy if you need to
That's not-
substitute your hormones.
No.
Because your own
If
body
you-
is
if you-
not producing it anymore.
Look,
It's-
if you go
look.
in Rene, tell Rene, sorry. I'm sure you say the same thing.
I want to say testosterone levels are overrated. They are absolutely overrated. And it goes as far as people think that if they don't have like, I don't know, 800 nanograms per deciliter testosterone, that they can't build muscle. That's not fucking true. There are a lot of, look at these natural bodybuilders. Especially the ones that are competing a lot at the Worlds, INBA, whatever the fuck, they have chronic low testosterone. But it doesn't fucking matter. They still improve in their off seasons,
Yeah.
and they still are net balance. From a net balance, they're still so much healthier than the average person. It's not necessary to have high testosterone or like above average testosterone in order to be somewhat healthy. Even
No,
if you
but
walk
still,
around with low
if you
testosterone, even if you walk around with low testosterone levels, there are just very, very few health outcomes that would actually have an impact on their longevity or on the general health.
You dismiss
Compared
the
to-
mental part of it. If you have low testosterone and you fuck up your hormone system, you will most certainly have the risk of depression and mental health
Yeah.
issues.
I agree.
And this
I
is
agree.
something we
Depends.
cannot neglect.
Depends.
Oh, Rene, we can
Depends.
agree with that. We can agree with that. Low test is fucking common to cause depression and insecurities. But my argument to add anything of what was said now, it's okay. We have to look at it. It's still fucking a high performance sport, you know? It's like extreme. It's an extreme sport. And
It
for
is, it is,
extreme
yeah.
sport to be for the general public somewhat healthy is fucking amazing, you know? But okay, I see that argument, Stefan. You're right with that. But then I have a question. If you take as a natural, like, okay, you do the competing, your test is low, blah, blah, blah. If you take tribulus, blah, 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 everything, this bullshit, and you take like Clomid or HCG, are you still natural?
No.
Or if you go to the doctor and you have low test and he said, okay, let's try first HCG, Clomid and all this stuff instead of TRT.
I think you're not
I'm pretty
able
sure
to
this
compete
would
at a
work
natural
great.
federation if you take testosterone therapy, replacement therapy, sorry. But I think if you're a diabetic, I think you can compete at natural shows. And also,
That's
I'm not
bullshit.
sure about
Insulin is
thyroid
like
hormones.
the best.
But I
Insulin
mean, your
is-
thyroid can be also fucked through a prep.
You have to be very, very stupid because there is actually very little data that metabolic adaptation is actually a thing. We thought it would, but we see that with certain overfeeding studies that thyroid basically just comes back up if you manage to get your body into at least somewhat homeostasis. That's important. Also, the homeostasis argument is a big factor because yes, you could say, oh, it's not that healthy to walk around that lean all year around. The body's not fucking stupid. It's gonna adapt to that eventually.
Like what did
like I
people
already
do 1 million years ago when they have to eat once a month?
Yeah, exactly. Like also, if you think about it,
was
like
not that long back then. They
What?
did not live as long as now.
Wait, bro.
Yeah, but this is
they
also
don't
but
live
this
that long
is-
because they have wars like every day.
And they were way more susceptible to like infections or diseases, etc. I don't want to. Let's just not open that box because comparing like our ancestors of freaking like 500-600 years ago and their environments and how easily they could be affected by a normal flu or something is not really a good
Okay, we
representation
don't go
of like
into
what's
that.
going on right now.
Stefan,
Okay.
the oldest people in the world have one thing in common. They're all poor as fuck throughout their life, so they didn't have much to eat. You see what I'm saying? Every
And
time
many
you
of-
eat, Rene, correct me if I'm wrong. Every time you eat, you accelerating cell recuperation, or I don't know what it's called. And if you eat throughout your life 5, 6 meals a day versus 1 meal a day and fast all day, you live less, right?
Okay, but natural bodybuilders are
No,
doing that
mTOR,
no, 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 no,
right
no,
all
mTOR
the
is
time.
like
no,
mTOR is not
no.
good for longevity, right?
mTOR is not good for longevity, but the
So
thing
we
is,
are
it's
mTOR
still,
whores, bro.
yeah, but no,
Live
the
for
thing is,
mTOR.
it's still the net balance of calories that has been taken in. You know, calories in versus calories out is gonna be the factor that determines how long you live and how much you're gonna be affected by these growth factors.
Okay, so you
Because
eat less,
obviously
you
you
live
could
more.
also, huh?
You eat less, you live more.
Yes, like I already said, calorie deficit is
The
the
body,
most.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
I
saying.
want to get back to another point I already mentioned. Is do you share the opinion if you are a bodybuilder, even if you're enhanced and you do everything on point like cardio, supplements, nutrition, training, everything? If you compare it to the average person who goes to McDonald's twice a week, smokes like a package on a daily, and does not give a shit about protein, veggies, or anything, do you guys think that the enhanced bodybuilder will live longer if we exclude like accidents and like genetic things? Do you guys think the bodybuilder would live longer?
I think average bodybuilding career of 10 years, I don't know, and not crazy, crazy, crazy out of this world dosages for too long. I think, yeah, enhanced bodybuilder will live more than some dude that doesn't give a fuck about
Because
anything.
there's always the
I
argument in
would
the internet that the guys who take steroids are the bad guys and they are stupid because they take themselves life. But at the end, the guys that comment are not into the sport and living maybe the lifestyle I just explained.
I can give you a real world example, which also is fair because it's the same set of genetics. For example, me and my brother, we live completely different lifestyles. My brother is at least drinking like 2 to 3, maybe up to 4 or 5 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, beers a day.
Oh, I didn't
He's
mention alcohol.
eating,
Yes, alcohol
he's
is a
eating,
big point. It's poison.
he's eating junk food. He's not exercising, nothing. Okay. And the funny thing is that if I look at my blood work and I look at his blood work, my blood work looks it's like it's night and day. It's a big fucking difference, and
Yes,
it's
yes,
the
that's
best example that I have. And also for example, um, we both obviously have the same set of genetics. We also have like the pretty much the same hairline. Still, despite the fact that I've been taking DHTs and shit like that, which would obviously enhance the acceleration of my hairline receding and getting bald and shit, it took me until I was 28, despite abusing gear from 22 on, in order to see effects of my receding hairline. His started at freaking 21
oh,
because he was
okay,
living his shitty lifestyle and pays the dues for it.
You know,
okay.
and like that the lifestyle goes a long way into it. You know, if you,
Hmm.
the craziest thing I saw the other day, I saw this dude, he was like the biggest child abductor in the United States
The
for one
biggest
point.
what?
Child abductor, like he used to take people kids, like
Oh,
kidnappers.
okay.
And he said that what he did, he look at the parents, look at the man, and he look at the man and he see if the man looks weak or like he's like not strong or whatever, he take the kid from him. And I was like, it kind of crazy. Like we just think that like the world kind of thing, like, oh, you got to be a bodybuilder or some, you know, just to get in shape. But your everyday lifestyle determines how people look at you.
Yes.
You know, and it's
Hmm.
not only how they look at you, about how you feel later in your life. Like
Do you
so many,
do you
so
guys
many
respect people that are living a shitty lifestyle with drinking, doing drugs, and like eating only shit all day long?
Yeah, yeah, I respect
I
many
don't
of them.
disrespect them. I don't disrespect them. I just don't see them as like someone that I would, you know, entertain or be around because like they don't maybe they don't understand it yet or what they want to do. But at this point in life, I understand what I want to do. And I don't want to be around someone that kind of like could pull me down or, you know, I understand sometimes we might have to like, you know, especially for like my job, everybody don't care about fitness. So, like sometimes I have to relate, like, encounter with people who don't feel that type of way. So there's no point of me in disrespecting them. It's just like there's no point of me trying to build a relationship with those type of people in a certain capacity, Like I wouldn't want to hang out with them on the weekend because on the weekend I want to go to the gym or I want to get my rest. Like I don't want to go drink or smoke or do all of that stuff.
I just see people that have that don't have control over their lives and that basically fall for everything that their lizard brain is telling them to do. All these instant gratifications, which is obviously now a greater and greater problem because we're everything is so easily accessible. You can pretty much manage your whole life from your freaking couch with your freaking thumb. You can get food, you can get tech, you can get whatever the fuck you need just by tapping something on your phone, putting your credit card number in, and just ordering that. And this kind of convenience and this instant accessibility of everything is obviously conditioning our minds to be lesser and lesser prone to actually not choosing the easy way out and the fast route to like whatever satisfaction I'm currently seeking out to get. And therefore creating people that just fall for everything that is surrounding them that is actually not good for them, but at least, or not at least, but rather just satisfies their like needs for something. They're like this dopamine seeking behavior, like this instant rush of, wow, I need to get that pizza or that freaking cookie. And yeah.
Rene, I have a nice discussion for you. Look, we all agree. If you want to admit it or not, I'm going to admit it. Bodybuilding, and if you do bodybuilding and the results that gives you mentally and physically, just gives you an advantage in society, in women, in work, in everything, and how people look at you, respect you, the first impression, everything. You can admit it, you can ignore it, it's up to you.
I agree.
That's my opinion. Now, we all agree that, let's say, 3,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, life circumstances on the daily were way more difficult than now. And that's what people were conditioned to do, right? Nowadays, we have all this poison, like junk food, like clubs, like dopamine rush. Let's put them all in one category, dopamine rushes. And I love bodybuilding so much, and I try to explain to everyone because it simulates the lifestyle when it was difficult, because all of those dopamine rushes are counterproductive to bodybuilding. Literally all of them. So you have to find your own food, cook your own food. You have to go there when you don't want to go because you have to go. You go train, go lift this heavy shit because it's a fight. So bodybuilding simulates that, and that makes out of us alpha males in the now society. And that's why we get all the benefits. And that alone is worth it to do bodybuilding, in my opinion.
That is very true because there is actually data we have that whenever we do something that we don't want to do, we grow apart in a prefrontal cortex that is actually directly linked to our will to survive.
See, I never knew that, but I was sure it's something like that.
Which means if you constantly do things that you don't want to fucking do, that you seriously don't enjoy, but you tell yourself, hey, I have to do this in order to get X, Y, Z outcome, you're growing this part of the brain, you're growing in resilience towards things, which means whatever life is gonna throw at you, for example, I don't know, you open a business, you get fucking bankrupt. You get in a marriage, you get fucking divorced. You're gonna be able to cope with these things so much better because of this part in your brain that is conditioned to be resilient and to find and figure out a way to get like around the obstacle, or like to not just fucking panic and run around in circles and you don't know what the fucking do and you have a mental breakdown and blah blah blah, but rather gives you this like sense of also like calmness, because that is if you think about it on an evolutionary level, that is actually what it is, because this mental resilience would put you in a situation where you were with a predator or you were with a threat, and you would be able to stay cool, analyze the situation, and see how you can get the fuck out of this uncomfortable or life-threatening situation. And it's the same thing with everything else that life throws at you, you know?
I think about that too all the time. Like even the other day, I woke up at like 1:40, and I was like, damn, I really don't want to go to the gym. But I rolled over, I read my Bible, and then I got up and went to the gym. Ended up being one of the best workouts I had in a minute, you know. And I've been having some pretty good workout, but this workout was amazing. And I be thinking like all the time, like every time I don't feel like going to the gym and I go, the workout is amazing. And I think it's because I take the expectations off the table and I just get in there and work my ass off, and the workout is amazing. And like you said, it like those days make me feel better than the days that I feel like going, because I feel like I did some shit hard that I didn't want to do, and I fought
That's
through
the best.
it every single time.
That's the
No,
best gratification.
I
And I want to
Yeah.
ask you guys that. I want to ask you guys
wait,
something.
wait, wait. I want to add something. I want to add something to that. You will never regret a cardio session. Never. You will never hear anyone say, "Oh, I regret doing this workout.
regret
I
every
regret
cardio
to
minute
going.
I've done in my life."
Regret going for a walk. Regret eating my rice and
I
chicken
can't
when
get
I
the
was
time
in the
back.
mood for pizza." You will never hear that. Never.
You just heard it.
Look, I want to ask you something because when I was a child, I saw the electric stairway. I don't know how it's called. You know, the stairs that go from a loft.
Escalator.
And the stair, yeah, the escalator and the stairs. I always took the stairs because something in me since a kid told me, okay, you have to do the difficult thing that no one else does.
Yes,
And
that's what I'm doing. Too.
when that what you say, Dre, with the workouts, I had some of my best workouts, and when I went to the gym and felt shitty, I tried my PRs. And when I did it, I said to myself, okay, I did it on a shitty day, so I do it on any day.
Yeah.
In hindsight, with deadlifting and stuff like that, you have to be a little cautious with injuries and specifically for bodybuilding. But something in me always tells me, no, you have to do it fucking the difficult way.
Yeah.
Is it the same with you, or you need some external motivation? Like since I was a kid, I'm telling you, I saw the stairs and I was drawn to the stairs always.
Yeah. I still take the stairs sometimes. Like
Bro, I lived in the 5th floor. I remember it now. Sorry, for the first 12 years of my life, I never used the elevator.
yeah. I like to sometimes
Where on my
escalate.
mama?
I like to race the people on the escalator up the stairs. Like I used to take the stairs and try to beat them up, you know, because
Yeah, something like
the
that.
escalator
Pressing the
always,
buttons, you know.
the escalator will always be full, but it's just a mindset. It's a mindset thing, you know. And I think like it's cool to go to the gym, but when you change your mindset and focus fully on what you're trying to do, that's when things start becoming as you hope they would be, you know.
But-
It's a mindset. If I imagine saying you're a bodybuilder and then every time you don't feel like going, you don't go. Like you're gonna be a very poorly staged bodybuilder. You're gonna suck. You're gonna get last place, you know. So it's important to learn to get over those stumbling blocks and not just let them hinder you. Like why do you not? And most of the time we don't feel like going somewhere. It just
But isn't it boring to just always go the easy way?
yeah, it is. It really is.
Because it seems to be easy right now to take that path, but in the long run, you make it way harder for yourself.
Yeah,
way,
bro, but
way
the problem
harder.
is you can make it easy for yourself, like until you die. But you just don't realize that you're gonna die earlier and you're missing out on so many other things in yourself and in the world with living in this matrix lifestyle, let's call it. But you can do it until you die.
And if you really wanted it to be easier, just do it today, and then try that same. Do it every day you don't feel like doing it, and then the day
stronger.
you feel like doing it, it's gonna be easier. That's exactly how it's gonna be easier. Like go all the days you don't feel like going, and on the day you feel like going, it will be easier. But I think
Is it really gonna get easier though? Or are you just gonna fall?
You're gonna feel like doing it. It's not gonna
like
be
your,
easier. You're just gonna
yeah,
feel like doing it.
Progressive
becomes,
overload,
It just becomes no, it just becomes a habit. I would rather go for that one, you know, because it's not getting easier, especially like when I'm getting closer to a competition. My cardio is not gonna get fucking easier. You know, yeah, it potentially gets easier to get my ass to the gym, but to do the actual thing, it's not gonna get easier.
Yeah, but what's hard for the people like to sacrifice? It's not that something gets easy. It's hard to sacrifice, like going out, let's say. But then you stay home one Saturday and you see, okay, I guess the world
that bad.
continues to go around.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
And that's getting easier to handle the situation. But habit. It has to do with habits, with everything. But it gets easier. You getting stronger, or you're realizing more stuff. But like I felt like I'm missing out if I did go out party one day, like when I was studying, and now I think to myself, oh shit, all this stress, all this abuse for what? Like there's every fucking day it's a party. When I want to go, I go.
Yeah. I remember like even times like me and Verena would go on vacation and we'd be like, oh, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out tonight. And man, at like 6, 7 p.m. we already in bed. We're like, no.
Yeah.
In vacation, you do the least and sleep the most.
Yeah, like I like man, because she don't complain. Like when we go on vacation, I tell her like, yo, I want to go work out in the morning. So we go work out and then we walk around all day and be like, oh, we'll go out and we'll get something to eat and then like 6, 7 p.m. and be like, oh, I really don't feel like going out. That ain't what I feel like.
I know that.
Yeah.
I have a little bit different question. Guys, sleeping is important, right? It is one of the most important things. But would you trade more sleep against more food? Or like,
No.
I mean, if you
No.
can't eat the food on 16 hours a day, would you
Wait.
cut sleep to eat
Yeah.
more food? Or would you
I
just
would.
don't...
I would do it for a short period of time, like peak off seasons when I stay up at night. But when I stay up to piss, I guess I stay up anyways. I would drink a shake or something.
Because
Take
some
a-
people at the peak of their off season, they're doing a timer at midnight or something to just wake up and eat a meal. Do
Look,
you guys think that is
now
a
that
good
I'm thinking
trade-off?
about, yeah, I do it because in prep now I have to wake up a certain time to get all my meals in, like to fit it in the day.
You do it right now?
Otherwise I would stay in bed bullshitting half an hour more, let's say. Now when my eye open, I stand up and go prepare for myself to drinking or eating my first meal.
I would like to sleep more than 8 hours, but at the moment, even though I have like a weekend and free time, I can't sleep longer because then I won't get the food in.
Yeah.
You know what? Just reduce your meal frequency. Problem
Yeah,
solved.
you
So,
just say
But
that it's easy, but man, I'm like always eating and
But we didn't say how much sleep is the least amount of sleep to be still optimal. Like I get my
it
7
7
hours
hours?
still. Yeah, 6 to 7
I
hours.
think I think it's too individual because if
Yeah,
I
but
look at
a
myself,
general assumption, bro.
we
Come
try
on.
I'm
to
saying
get
bro,
it.
general
6 to
general
9.
is pretty hard because
6 to 8. We can't
because
say 6 to 8. There are people with 4 hour sleeps that are perfect.
I used to be like that. Fall asleep and go power lift.
Yeah,
I used to be lovely.
like you can do it.
I think me personally, I would always take the sleep over the food because think about it. If you're only like slightly sleep deprived, what kind of impact that has on your insulin sensibility, on your ability of your nervous system to properly fire and actually to have a good workout, on your mood and on your overall energy levels and basically just everything that is necessary for you to actually get the work done in the gym, which still sets the tone for everything. So, and also we know that you don't need as much of a surplus in order to gain all that muscle. And at the end of the day, even if it sounds fucking crazy, but if you have a hard time like getting your meals in and you have to like do it like Stefan and set your timer and shit like that, decrease your meal frequency. There is no difference in protein biosynthesis level and the amount of muscle that you're going to accumulate if you eat 6 meals or 4 meals or even 5 meals or 3 meals. There is no
4 meals, I
fucking
guess.
difference. The funny thing is that we all overconsume protein anyway. Okay, so we eat way too much protein, and also considering the fact that we have some small little helpers in our body that help us assimilate all that protein and keep protein synthesis up, and you have to take that into consideration too. I think sleep is absolutely underrated and should always go and be number one priority over food. This like I used to do that also. Yes, I admit
A lot
it.
of
Like
people.
stay up, or I have to get my meals in. And now in retrospect, I look at it and I'm be like, why the fuck didn't I just eat 100 grams of rice more with like this meal and then eat a fucking Snickers? Because also think about it, if you eat a shit ton of food right before you go to bed and you already make time in order to get those meals in, you will have shitty sleep. And that time's double because
Yes.
you will already shorten the amount of sleep that you have,
Because-
and then you're stuffing your face right before you go to bed, and you're gonna fuck your sleep even more. That's
or
fucking
midnight
stupid.
or something.
The last meal usually is my smallest meal. Like,
That's Costa. That's also why you like to have, for example, zero carb meal before bed, because your body also likes it because it makes it easy to digest.
at
It's
least 1
probably
hour
more.
before I
some
lay
people
down.
start really sweating when they eat carbs before bed.
Look. The problem is if you stuff your face before
And-
bed, thinking you're gonna grow, it fucking hinders you the next day to eat. Trust me, because you're not digesting the food as you should, laying down, not moving,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you wake up full and you're not hungry, and then you're forcing a shakedown, and then circle is how it's called.
Devil's circle.
Vicious cycle.
Vicious cycle is born, and I've been victim to it way too many times. That's why I'm doing it different now.
Yeah.
Okay, we go
Yeah,
into.
I think meal frequency for bodybuilders, this whole notion of like, oh, you have to eat 6 meals per day, overrated.
And
That's
Fucking
macro
overrated.
overrated
sure.
because
For sure.
macro adjustment
because
is underrated.
yeah,
What time
that
you eat.
also.
I wanna go into another topic, but you already mentioned if you can't eat it, eat a Snickers. Would you guys, if for real, if you're eating all day and you're eating all clean, and you just need more calories to get more calories in and build muscle, is it a good way to eat some junk if it doesn't fuck up your digestion? Like a Snickers or
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Okay, but is it junk then? If it doesn't fuck up anything in you and your digestion.
I think a
is
Snickers is called
yes.
junk, yes, for sure, in every scenario. But is it bad for you if it like gets you 250 calories more in? If you need
If
the
it doesn't
calories.
if it doesn't fuck up your digestion, look. The honest answer is no. It's not. It's not okay. The most optimal thing is to take those calories and replace them with carbs and spread it out in your meals. If this makes your off season a little more enjoyable and sustainable, go for it.
Enjoy your meal.
You know
bro.
why that's
Just
also.
be honest with yourself.
You know- Yes, enjoy your meal is a big fucking point because we know that you will digest foods better that you actually like. And it will also enhance the eating process because obviously all these enzymes and everything that is gonna be present is gonna be enhanced. It's gonna be much more. And also the things you like, you don't like them because you think you like them. It's because your fucking gut likes them because it has the enzymes and the bacteria in the gut that tells you, hey, this is good for us. We like this shit. Eat more of that. That is where the signal is coming from. It's coming all from your stomach.
That's why
You
I love
know.
McDonald's.
So if you make your meals more enjoyable or more palatable, you're gonna get better results in your fucking off season than just stuffing your face all the time with clean food. And also, like, why would you not? I think this 80-20 rule is like a pretty good ratio. Because also think about it. If you eat like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 800 grams of carbs a day, and if you put that into like perspective, if you eat a Snickers bar or I don't know, whatever the fuck you like, a couple
I think
spoons or
20% is
like
pretty high, bro.
half a pint of ice cream. Percentage wise, how much sugar that is in relation to the rest of the carbs you're eating, it's very, very minuscule. And you can't tell me that a little bit of sugar is going to be the make or break for your insulin sensitivity for the long term in your off season to go like fucking haywire, you know?
Okay, not 20%, bro, but like a little treat here and there, it's okay. 20% is a big number, bro.
It's a big number.
Like you eating 900 grams of carbs, like what? You're gonna eat like 180 grams of carbs from bullshit your digestion, or yeah, we'll be fucked for sure. But I get you, 10%, 5%,
You
something
know-
like 500 calories a day. If you
Look,
do
you
it.
have to
Okay,
think
but-
about 80-20 in a week, and then it makes sense.
Yeah, if you have one day where you're fucking
I did the
cheating
big
a bit more,
mistake.
yeah, I would like it that way.
Last week or No, it was this week. I did a big fucking mistake. Do you guys know Popeyes?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, oh yeah, Popeye, this shit
Did you-
greasy.
Yeah.
Do you know it? I never tried it, and they have it here in Spain. And I thought, man, fried chicken. I get some I get some proteins in, and I just tried. And it was
You
the
get the
baddest decision I could have made because it completely fucked up my digestion the next day. Completely, I had diarrhea all day long,
Oh.
and I really regretted to try to fit my calories with that shit.
I would eat it. Like,
One of my
Yeah, but maybe not have the spicy option next time.
No,
Maybe
I
that
didn't
would
have. I didn't have
You didn't?
the spicy
Bis-
option.
Okay.
What?
Did you get the biscuit?
The what?
The biscuit.
Biscuit,
Yeah.
like dessert.
Like scones, like the Germans. I mean, the British call them scones. It's like a biscuit. I'm gonna show you what it looks
I
like.
don't know what.
You gotta get the biscuit next time, man.
I did get like a chicken burger with grilled chicken, not with cornflakes.
You got
around
a
it.
chicken sandwich. You got a spicy chicken sandwich.
Not spicy, no. bro, you're the expert for Popeyes or what?
But look, hey, this is a biscuit, bro.
No, I didn't get it. I got
Oh, you should have got that, man.
three cheese balls. They were the shit. It was so delicious, and some like 12 crispies, so like filet stripes marinated, but it really fucked up. And some
Yeah,
fries
maybe it
with
was too
bacon
much, bro.
And but it was. I think it was the main thing. It was the fat load.
Yeah,
Yes, I got my
if you had
calories
only
in
the
on that
burger,
day,
you would be
but
fine, bro.
At the end, it was not worth it because yes, I got the calories in, but I didn't really digest it because it
Yeah,
went
bro.
all out.
That's not the way you get your calories in, bro. Like
No,
50%
I
one meal.
already said it was a mistake.
Stefan,
It's so much
Stefan,
grease.
of course you digested it. Stop saying that bullshit again. We already lectured you on that. Please stop it.
But if you have diarrhea, you really think
The
Your
shit is
body
just
is not
liquid.
stupid. It will not waste energy. It just will not. It takes
shit is
out
just
every
liquid, bro.
single fucking calorie that is in there and will put it into your fucking body.
Like
we
Stefan,
really
it's
use
like
it,
it's still shit coming out. Like there's nothing.
You can use it, but the only thing it's just the grease. It's so much grease in that food. That's why like your body gonna kind of like not take it so much, but your body's still gonna use it though. It's still gonna use
I hope because I need to get bigger.
it.
Don't
You didn't
worry.
get constipated, so you okay, man.
But I will not eat it again. It was not fun. It was not fun.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
eat it
not,
alone,
not
not
eat
without
as much.
6 dishes.
Get a burger.
Not eat as
I
much.
just
of it,
don't
maybe.
eat that
Yeah.
shit anymore. I just don't.
Yeah, just okay. Then don't eat.
I will.
But if you want to try something, just try it normal. Don't binge on
Yeah.
it, bro.
It was
Yeah,
not binging.
good point.
Bro, you told like 4 side dishes.
Yeah, some side dish. Okay, I fucked up that day and I tried to eat my calories, but
No, you're gonna go tomorrow and eat just a burger.
no.
Yeah.
I won't. Most likely next time.
I'm gonna order one right now.
Huh? There's
I'm
no
gonna order one
Popeyes
right now,
in Germany.
I'm gonna order
base.
McDonald's, bro.
We got Popeyes on base.
You got you
Give
got
me that
Popeyes
number,
on
bro.
base.
They're gonna fly with a helicopter. I'm telling Fields told me.
Yo, we got Popeyes on base.
Dre,
First time
Once you
I
go
ate
to
Taco Bell was
McDonald's-
also in Alicante, but 4 years ago.
Yeah, we got Taco Bell on base too.
what's your favorite McDonald's dish or go to or
McFlurry.
For me,
yeah, man.
I'm gonna get a McChicken, or I'm gonna get 2 McChickens,
Oh yeah.
large, a medium fry. I'm gonna get a double cheeseburger or 2 double cheeseburgers, and I'm gonna get me 3 triple chocolate cookies.
Yeah,
Bro, it seems like you're loading.
No Big Mac?
That's a Stefan loading
I need a
program.
Big Mac.
No cheese in loading.
Why not, bro?
But McFlurry is the best thing. McFlurry and McNuggets are the best thing. The rest I can't eat it anymore. Really, I really don't enjoy it. I tried it a few months ago, like 2 different burgers there, and I couldn't eat them. It was like
What do you mean you couldn't eat
I
them?
had my best off season.
I
with
really
McDonald's
was
every day.
almost puking because it tasted like shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with your McDonald's, bro?
Yeah, true.
Do you know that's my cheat meal every 2 weeks?
McDonald's,
Yes, you know why?
because they have digestion enzymes in there.
No, because every 2 weeks, Chloe comes here and she wants to go to McDonald's. So that's my cheat meal every 2 weeks.
Ah,
Whether I want
okay.
it or not.
Why
I
not?
make
Why not? It's
yeah,
produced to be digested.
yeah. So that's my cheat meal. Whether I want it or not, that is my cheat meal.
Yeah, I mean, you can eat one piece of nugget, or you can eat the things you just mentioned. There's always a choice, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not the one who tells you because I ate like a shit ton of Popeyes and was yeah. But junk, I mean, if I cheat, I try to clean cheat, or how to say it. I try to eat more rice,
Level one
like
cheat.
sushi or ramen or some Asian dishes, and not so much like fatty pizza or like fast food.
Burger and sweet.
Nah, dude. I'm putting way too much fucking time and effort into this shit. If I want to
Yeah.
eat something, I would just
Yeah,
go
but
fucking.
my reason behind that is really my digestion. For
Yeah,
real.
no, what? Fuck your digestion.
Huh? What?
If I fuck your digestion.
No,
Seriously,
no,
if
no,
I
no,
if
no.
I if I enjoy it and if I crave it, I would just fucking eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gone
and
now?
there he goes.
he just
Lord
just went
left
off.
his wisdom and
And
vanished. No, but he's right. I mean, okay.
yeah, that's why I ate Popeyes.
Okay.
But at the end, I really think it was a bad decision, and I really did not enjoy it as much
Bro,
as maybe
like,
something
okay,
else.
how much are we gonna talk about your fucking bad decision burger? It's okay. The world is going under, and we anyway. Want to talk
If
about
I wait, what I want to add, if I go to McDonald's,
What you gonna
I
eat?
I'd eat a Big Mac for sure,
it?
a filet of fish.
Really?
Um,
That's
yeah,
good. I like it
I think
until
I
now.
never tried that one, or maybe
It's good.
years
It's
ago.
good.
What? Really?
It's
Bro, it's
surprisingly good, bro.
dope as
Is it
fuck.
good?
Really, it's
Yeah.
so nice. I
Charlie
love it.
takes it all the time because
Awesome.
he's a Muslim, you know, and I tried it and it's dope.
Yeah, here a lot of Muslims are eating that.
They can't eat nothing else, bro. And you know what's surprisingly good as well? I'm ashamed to say it, but I say it. The vegan chicken nuggets, bro.
They're
amazing.
good, yes, for
Yeah.
real. They taste like
Never
tortilla
tried
chips,
them.
kinda.
It's kind
Okay.
of gay, but it's tasty.
No, they really
Does it
taste good.
taste-
But it's not. It's. I mean, I don't know what's in there, but they really taste good. They're a little bit more crunchy than the normal nuggets.
And you know what? I give you the nod. Like I probably wouldn't eat the fries from McDonald's because they have so much fucking salt on them. So much. It's literally it's too much for me.
But it's always
Also-
depending on the McDonald's.
Yeah, but you know, I don't want to fucking gamble with that because we were at the movies a couple of weeks ago, and she got something from McDonald's. I got some euros, and I tried some of her fries. No, I even ordered like an extra fries from McDonald's for me, and I just at a certain point I was like, I can't fucking eat this shit. This is too much fucking sodium. Like my blood pressure is gonna go through the roof, and I'm gonna feel shitty, and my nose is gonna be stuffed.
If I'm gonna
Oh,
enjoy
fuck
it, I
that.
don't give a fuck.
No, fuck that shit because this is like if it makes me like uncomfortable immediately and no,
Yeah,
this-
that's what
bro-
Stefan meant.
Bro,
There's
you just
something-
told me, man, eat your fucking Popeyes, and now you're saying, oh, if it
Yeah,
feels
but look-
uncomfortable, I wouldn't
but
eat
look,
it.
it's like yeah, but look, it's
A
like
little bit of
the
salt.
the fries from McDonald's. It's not necessarily something that I like crave like a lot, you know.
Don't order them,
I
man.
don't. So that yeah, I know better now.
You know what's also funny?
Even the Lord
The-
does mistakes. That's
the-
humbling.
The amount they put in the McFlurry always varies at every McDonald's.
I got another question.
When I was working, dude, if I was still working at McDonald's, I would invite you guys all over because I was the most generous person with everything. They would always have to tell me, hey, you're not supposed to put that many fries and like shit and especially in the McFlurries because I like that too. When there's like a lot of the crunchy stuff, the Kit Kat shit, for example, or the Oreo topping and stuff like that. So I would always put a lot so that I can see the customer sitting there like with a happy face, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I did that. I'm happy. You're happy
what
because of me.
What are your guys' favorite McFlurry?
Oreo.
Oreo? With only Oreo or with like chocolate sauce?
I don't know. I'll say I'd take the chocolate sauce, but I just need the Oreo.
The lion one is also pretty nice.
They had like the white lion, or I think. Oh,
I think white lion. I think I already I just ate the normal lion, but it was pretty fucking dope.
I
Gotta
got
say.
another question. So somebody asked, what is your favorite post gym meal, post workout meal?
Whoa, wait, give me a second.
That's easy.
Some with chocolate.
Bro. A kebab.
Oh, hey, for real. Hey, kebab go hard. Hey, you got rice, you got
So
carbs,
guys, we have this one. It's a fucking whey protein of my sponsor.
yeah.
15%
Oh, come
off with
on,
the code 5K
Stefan, now,
coaching.
really?
And this won't be with a code, but this is my favorite post-workout because everything else I have really trouble to eat. Like gummy bears, but those are the shit.
They're very easy to eat. I also eat them a lot.
Yeah. And
Stefan, if you have trouble eating gummy bears, I can also recommend the Primavera from Haribo, the strawberry ones.
yeah,
They
I
look
know
like
them.
little.
Yeah, they're also good.
They're also very
the
easy to
peaches
eat.
are also nice.
The peaches, exactly. I was
Yes.
about to say that, and the sugared cola bottles.
Look, they're good, but the non plus ultra for gummy bears post workout are Katjes, bros. They're easy
Oh, I
to chew.
ate it.
They're
I
fucking
Katjes
ate
tasty,
it one training
and they
ago,
bloat
and
me.
I
nice.
really
They
did
bloat
not
me the
like
less.
them.
They don't bloat me at all. The
I
others
did not
are
like them. I really needed to
Katjes, I
force
eat
them in.
200 grams. That's a joke. It's a joke. 200 grams.
That's true. Katjas is very nice. Also the Nim 2 softies. They're
Yeah.
also awesome. I love them. Dude, they're dope as fuck.
Really?
Come on.
But
Yeah.
I'm a person, I really never really enjoyed gummy bears. Also, as a kid, I really didn't like them.
You wanna
I was
know how-
more like
you
a
mo- you
cookie
wanna know-
chocolate guy.
You want to know how many
got
grams?
two.
You want to know how many grams of gummy bears I currently eat post workout?
Go for it.
375.
350.
Yeah.
I
That's a
ate,
lot of
I
food.
eat 175 grams. But
I
if
eat
my
175.
coach ups the calories on training days, I might eat more. But one thing is important: if you eat gummy bears, please look for the ingredients that there's no fructose or fructose glucose syrup in there.
They all have fructose glucose syrup in
No,
there.
they
If it's
don't.
better, so what?
The tropical, they don't.
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, it does not go into your glycogen storage if it has
That's
fructose.
oh god, Stefan. You know
Come
what
on,
happens?
Stefan, now.
You know what happens? Dude, this is bodybuilding 101. What happens if you eat fructose post workout?
Post workout, I think
Yeah.
fructose is going also in the liver. It's not all
Okay.
going into the muscles.
It's not going into the muscle at all. Okay, first thing you might want to. What happens if you eat glucose post workout?
Glucose is 50% fructose, right?
No.
But it's a glucose. Wait, like normal sugar is
Jesus
partial.
fucking Christ, Stefan. What is
Bro.
glucose?
Glucose is sugar.
No, oh my goodness,
Bro,
holy shit,
bro, what are you even mean? What do you even mean? What's
Glucose-
We're
if
gonna
you-
cut that out, bro. We're
glucose-
gonna cut that out.
Glucose is not table sugar.
No, it's not table sugar. Table sugar is a mix of glucose and fructose.
Thank you very much. So, can glucose be sugar? No, obviously not.
Not like industrial sugar, but it's still a part of sugar, like also maltodextrin. It's still sugar.
Dude, no.
It is, man.
Okay,
Enlighten us, Lord.
listen, bodybuilding.
I don't
Come
even
on.
get the point.
And-
What you want to tell?
The sensation of you being hungry after the gym is not your muscles telling you, we have been glycogen depleted, feed us. It's your fucking liver. Because whatever kind of anaerobic exercise that you're doing, the first part of like carbohydrates that is going to be released into your bloodstream in order to like fuel fuel the muscle and for the contractions as you're depleting them during your workout via the contractions that you're doing is the liver glycogen. It's always going to be the first reserve that is going to be used as a fuel for the body. So what mainly is the thing that is going to be replenished also as well post-workout, the first thing is your liver glycogen. That means that if you eat fructose and glucose, you're going to get the benefit of your glucose that you're taking in not getting first stored in the liver, because that's the first and preferential point where your body wants to store glucose. No, you're going to take care of that with the fructose, so the rest of the glucose can actually go immediately to the muscle. That's why it's beneficial to eat fructose and glucose post-workout together.
But didn't you just say if you only eat glucose, it also gets stored in the liver and then in the muscle?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's why you want to eat fructose and glucose.
Yeah, but still, if you eat glucose, it also gets stored in the liver and then in the muscle. But if you eat a certain amount of glucose, does it really matter?
Yeah, it does, because you're skipping the process of the glucose having to be broken down and stored into liver glycogen before your glucose is actually getting shuttled into your muscle.
Okay, for real, that's something new. I always thought about to avoid fructose post-workout. And you're also the first one I hear talking about that.
Look, you know how I understood it, Stefan? And maybe this is wrong scientifically, I don't know, Rene, you can correct me on that. But like fructose is fast energy. I need fast energy immediately after my workout, or in my workout, or before my workout. What's fast energy? An apple and banana, sugar. So that's how I have it in my mind to where I put it. And it must be good post workout to have fast energy again in the system, so you can actually start being again in a surplus momentarily and start building muscle and blah blah blah.
Exactly. You're 100% correct, Jeff, because like I already said, your body wants to replenish liver glycogen always first, because it's the most accessible and immediate energy storage that you have. Therefore, you don't want to have the glycogen that you want to replenish in your muscle being first stored in the liver and then in your muscle.
I get your point for sure, but fructose doesn't spike your blood sugar, right? Or not in the amount that glucose does.
Exactly.
So, but if you're shooting insulin post-workout, you really need to get your blood sugar high to buffer the insulin.
It still gets high enough, bro.
Yeah, but still, especially when you take in insulin, you want to combine fructose and glucose.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So like when you're done with the workout, of course you said like the liver take. So you saying like I didn't know this, but it kind of makes sense, because after my workouts I used to be insanely hungry, but I used to go eat my post-workout meal and I still like it dissolves, and then like 10 minutes later I'm hungry again, and then I start eating a banana as soon as I finish working out, and then I go eat my post-workout meal, and then it kind of like sustained me a little bit longer. You know, so that kind of makes sense, like how you're saying. And now that fast carb goes straight to the liver, and then I eat my post workout carbs, and then with my malto, and then it sustains me a little longer. I didn't know it worked like that. I was just trying, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Most of the times, the things that make most sense and are the right things, your body intuitively tells you. Like you fucking crave sweets after workout, or me at least. Yeah, but Rene, I have a question for you. So a rough estimate from your educated guess again. How many gram carbs like does the liver store before you start feeling out?
Oh, I used to know that. Oh shit.
It's like I read something like 60.
Can you repeat the question, please?
How many grams of carbs need the liver to fill out? I have read something like 60 or so.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't even remember where I read it. I
think it's in around that ballpark.
And how can we manipulate it, for example, for fasted cardio and stuff like that? Because I, for example, did as soon as
liver liver can store up to 100 grams of
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
carbohydrates.
okay, that's
shitload.
that's a lot.
Yeah, and that's a
So
lot.
Can I
so
ask you
the
something?
season, the diet I got my leanest actually before I started my fasted cardio. I did like my whole ab routine and some posing. So in my mind, I burned off some leftovers from the past day, let's say, in my mind, and then
Yeah,
I did my cardio.
you burn off liver glycogen, which makes a lot of sense because think
Yeah.
about it. If you eat, like I already said, the body always has number one priority to restore liver liver glycogen. That means whether you are in a surplus or whether you are in a deficit, your body will still make sure that you have some sort of like liver glycogen present. So if you eat before you sleep, and especially carbohydrate, obviously a part of that is going to go into your liver glycogen, okay? Because like I already said, and especially in a calorie deficit, preferred energy storage, liver, because it's immediately accessible. So what you're doing basically by in the morning when you're doing these things and you're still fasted, you're using up the rest of the liver glycogen, which on paper, hormonally speaking, considering all these factors, will allow you to burn more actual body fat because your liver glycogen has to be either low or emptied, preferably emptied, in order for you to tap into your fat and oxidize that for energy.
So you can save like up to many minutes of cardio if you just do some activity beforehand, like walk to the gym or anything that can burn you
Exactly.
60 to
Yes,
100 grams of
absolutely
Can
correct.
I, Rene?
the
I
load
want to
is
get back
going.
to the point. I can repeat it when he's back in. Um, we want, okay, in case of Dre, he's a natural athlete. He's not using insulin, but we want to have a blood sugar spike, so we have an insulin spike after the workout because insulin is the most anabolic hormone we have. If we eat it with fructose and not like 350 grams of Haribos, like a low amount, we won't have a high blood sugar spike afterwards because it gets into the liver.
Look, how it depends on many things. Like you eat your 175 gummy bears with insulin, I imagine, right?
It's illegal to use insulin as a
Yeah,
bodybuilder.
okay. Hypothetically, if you were tell an athlete like
Hypothetically, I
you.
would say you should use insulin with that amount of
Okay,
carbs.
there you have it. I mean, there's a limit of what is conducive of amounts of carbs and insulin spike you want to have. Like, and I'm pretty sure on the other hand, like, again, for example, one, two fruits or bananas or whatever is enough to spike your insulin until you eat again. I mean, you going home, taking a shower, and eating again a shit ton of carbs. Like, it's the thing of um, cutting short the catabolic time you are doing training, cutting it short so you eat immediately. And I think you can
To just
actually
spike a bit or what?
you're spiking it enough, but if you overdo it, actually, you can fuck up your next meal again because you're after workout, you're not in a position to digest optimally, still in the gym or in the car or whatever. So I've tried to have like massive shakes immediately after post workout, and I couldn't eat for the next 4 hours. So something small, a little bit of protein, a little bit of sugar, fructose, whatever, glucose. And don't even overcomplicate it, bro. Like, okay, it spikes a little less than the glucose, but how much less? Is it really
I
a
don't
minute
know.
thing?
The science guy is gone.
Yeah, but it's for sure not a significant amount that you have to worry about. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing that can make bodybuilding just more complicated when it where it not doesn't need to be. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Plus, you don't know the exact number that you
Oh,
need either. So you just overcomplicate them because you don't know the exact number you need.
yeah,
I
you
think
just don't know.
it's important just to like get that in. Like I said, I just started eating a banana after my workout, and it made me feel different because I wasn't starving so much. You know, when I ate my post workout meal. So like all the stuff he's saying kind of makes it, it really makes sense to
No,
It
me.
makes
it makes
sense.
sense. It makes sense.
It makes sense, yes, for sure.
But I think it's counterproductive if it starts to impact your second meal. Like I would want to go in the post workout meal, let's call it, hungry, still, you know.
But I also see too something else that just came to like the important like when he said when you were just talking about you do that little walk and it assist in the burning the calories because your glycogen already low. And it makes sense as to why, like, if you're in fat loss or you're in prep and you're trying to lose weight, why you would have that last meal, probably like a meal with little to no carbs, you know?
Yeah,
Because then
that as
you
well.
burn more
Yeah,
of the liver glycogen over the periods of time you
Yeah.
have between like the cardio and the last carbs.
Look,
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Rene is not here, but he told me that, and it actually makes a lot of sense, especially in prep. Like the last meal, no carbs, or for more specific, to be more specific, the all the post-workout meals, no carbs, is a really fucking good way to burn really fast fat because you're not gonna lose any more muscle than you did if you don't eat post-workout carbs or in general until the next day carbs. In but after the workout, your muscles still crave those carbs and crave recovery, and that process burning more fat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it's hard to endure, like hunger wise and so and eating wise, but it's really helpful. It did wonders.
But
And you have more
okay,
all the carbs
okay.
like in your first and
So
second meal, and you're going in the gym like with all
I
your
mean,
carbs of the day.
I get the
And the
point that you
workout is
should
better.
that
Like a
you. I mean, about what how much does it really change at the end if you're eating
Look,
glucose
bro.
or fructose post-workout?
Oh,
Does it really
I don't
make
think.
huh?
No, it doesn't make change. It
Not a
doesn't make
big
any
change? So we conclude that. But for peaking or carb loading, there is no real big point, in my opinion, for fructose. Because you want the glucose to get stored in the muscles.
Yeah, look, the liver will get filled up anyways.
Yes.
With either thing you load, and when we loading and peaking and everything, we eating a lot of carbs and clean carbs, so that's even less an issue, I think. Only be careful of your digestion and because I guess those are things you haven't eaten in a long time if you're in prep. So don't just implement the pre-stage. I think muffins and bullshit like that pre-stage is actually absolute crazy. Like you haven't eaten stuff in months, and pre-stage when it matters the most, and you're gonna bloat. You're eating the stuff you haven't eaten in months. In like a half a year, you're eating some muffins, some Pringles. Pringles. Like if I ate Pringles now, my stomach will be on the other side of the room. And they're eating it
Oh,
pre-stage with salt load. Fucking drink salt.
give me some cream of rice, call it a day. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Cream
Cream
of
of
rice
rice.
and some cookies, I'm good to go. I don't need all the extra stuff.
Yeah. And people take way too many calories pre-stage as well. That's another thing. Like if you eat a
Especially on
cookie or
show
two,
day.
that's nothing.
They try to fill up more, but at the end your digestion is not coming along.
Yep, just water it now. Now all that salt, you just holding water now.
Yeah. But okay, peaking is the thing I'm not an expert on, so I won't.
We can discuss this
Peaking,
next
peaking
week.
is the thing, you see the most crazy stuff, and maybe it works, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it works. I think it's more of a experiencing and gut feeling thing, to be honest, with every athlete. If you want to go for like a peak, if you're talking peaking, like going for 100%. If you want to play it safe, like 95%, you can do basic stuff with everyone, which is almost no stuff. That's all right. But if you want to peak, you have to. It's a gamble. It's always a gamble.
It took fucking 2 hours to finish this meal.
Oh yeah, and it's the start of the off season. Yeah, buddy.
12 more weeks.
Shit, bro.
12 more weeks of horse feeding.
What? Only?
Being in Alicante?
No. I'm
Germany?
gonna compete at a regional, I think it's a massive soldier competition at 6th of September.
Here?
September, 6th September. I will be super fat then, but maybe I'll compete.
You compete in Germany or where?
Yeah.
Germany is, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna pull up.
You gonna
Of
come?
course.
Yeah, I'll come, yeah.
Oh
sure.
shit. Oh shit.
What-
I
what
need to
did I-
perform
what
a
did I- what
beautiful
did-
routine then.
Huh?
What did I miss?
Yeah, for sure.
Something about Pringles?
Yeah.
Nothing really important.
Just forget it, man. I talked about how people eat like shit food pre-stage that are not used to and are bloated on stage.
But guys, we're still 2 hours in the podcast, and I think it's enough or not.
I gotta go to
You say it's enough. It's enough. I can go on, man.
All right. So, Dre, if you have any more questions, please save them for next week.
Yep.
And next week we have a special guest in here, a bikini
I thought
pro.
I thought this week would be the guest.
No,
And I fucked that up.
Yeah,
That
me
was my
too.
fault.
Yeah, Dre fucked
no
it
idea.
up. She texted me, "Oh, do we have
Oh.
the podcast today?" No. Next week. So
Anyway,
next week we have a special guest, a bikini pro, some female influence in this podcast would be also nice sometimes, and I'm excited.
we
for
love
that one.
females, man.
I
Females
want
are
to
the
know
best.
I want to know her cycle. Anything other than
I don't know if she
it's
talks
not-
about it.
That I don't care about nothing else.
Or maybe her cycle and her décolleté circumference. But then,
We
then
will
I'm
see
good.
how open she is. I don't even know if she takes something. I never spoke with her about it, but she's a good IFBB pro bikini.
All natty, bro.
You're
Some-
gonna coach her?
I don't coach her. Stefan is coaching her, but not me. Kienzle,
Yeah,
I
but
think.
you can coach her, bro.
We can talk about it next week. All right,
Oh
guys.
yeah, there we have
Was a
it.
nice one
There we
today.
have it. The
Hey.
preview, the spoilers.
Have a good
One
one,
big spoilers.
guys. Have a good one.
Bye.